Tim Elsenburg, and I sing and write for Sweet Billy Pilgrim. Alistair, the drummer, and Anthony, the bass player. They were friends of my late younger brother, and basically there was kind of a time just after he died when we were kind of all, you know, trying to get through it together. And basically what happened was we did it with music. So, you know, we all formed a band basically out of necessity, really.
Breaking out of the parentheses. Summoned a spark before the cigarette was in my mouth.
We were kind of a band for another guy who got signed. We were the backing band for a while. You know, we were a rock band, three-piece rock band for a while. And then one day I kind of decided that I was just fed up with shouting over drum kits. And then Jana came on board, and I thought a big thing for this record for me was the opening out of the sound. You know, so it was less of a kind of smudgy, kind of slightly claustrophobic, well, because it was recorded in a shed, and I think there's very much the atmosphere of that. But there was no window, there was no, you know, and it was either freezing cold or too hot. So the record kind of has the atmosphere. Twice Born Men, previous record, kind of has that atmosphere. And I was thinking, I really want to, I want to open that out. I want to make a record that has space. And I thought another voice would be a really lovely way to do that.
Sky falls, we close our eyes once more to what is impossible, and everything follows.
I've been listening to, you know, Graham and Emmylou Harris, and you know, those kind of country duets. And Jana had this voice, kind of, you know, that kind of wood-smoked, kind of grainy. I actually thought it wouldn't fit with my voice when I first heard it. And I think we actually did a birthday party. We sang a Beatles song and one of the Robert Plant and Alison Krauss songs. And everybody was kind of knocked out by that. And that's when it kind of began to come together in my head that would be a really good way of kind of opening the record out.
She gathered the teeth and served the queen of the girl who believed in everything, who buried the pearls where spiders hid from every rainy fingertip.
The actual words crown and treaty. On my last day of work, I was working at a business centre in Uxbridge, and as I pulled out of the car park, I stopped at traffic lights, and there's a pub on the corner called the Crown and Treaty, and I don't know, they're nice words. You know, I have a weird sense sometimes, and I have it with lyrics as well. There's a phrase will jump out at you, and before you know what it means, it sticks. It becomes something, you know, and it starts to trigger things and thoughts, and they snowball. Over the period of writing the album, it was kind of a difficult personal time in terms of relationships and in terms of, there were a lot of things about myself that I had to kind of get to grips with, I had to sort out. You know, get a little bit older, and kind of excuses for behaviours. You need to kind of deal with the kind of core of what it is that's made you what you are, be that good or bad. And what I needed to do was basically sit in a bungalow in a lovely garden and make a record about it. You take your history, you kind of crown it, in other words, you accept it, and then you kind of make your peace with it. You sign your treaty, and then you can move on. You can let it go. It takes me, you know, it's probably, you know, a month and a half to 2 months per song if you added up all the hours that I do, and that's, you know, 10 to 12 hours a day. essentially, once we'd recorded the drums and done a lot of the bass parts, it was down to me to kind of write the lyrics, to do the singing, to add the guitar parts, to add the layering, so it was a long old commitment time. Especially with lyrics, what I tend to do is just sort of free form, just do phonetic singing. 2 or 3 lines in the song will kind of arise out of that. And then you write a verse until eventually, through this string of decision making, it turns into something.
At the end, do you see us in the weave of history? Or are we both dropped stitches?
Well, when we got nominated for the Mercury, first of all, obviously, getting past the disbelief. I was still doing my day job. I was still driving a van around the M25 and kind of painting stuff and moving furniture around. I did feel pressure because for the first time, there was more than 5 people who'd be kind of interested in what was going to happen with the new material. Previously, I just kind of did what I did, not really expecting anything from it. But with the Mercury, there was just at the back of my mind, I was just thinking to myself, there are going to be people who are interested this time.